inside McDaniels. Here's Adebayo. It's Edwards on the wing. Minnesota again missing.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Here's the professor. 10 points for him. That one drops for him.
That makes him 5 for 5 so far. Could be a big night in store.
I think they've got to consider throwing a few different looks his way early on, especially if he keeps shooting like this.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at the Warriors, they've risen to 3rd in the latest power rankings, playing well as of late.
You know, for the Spurs, they understand how good they truly are. One of their biggest challenges, don't get complacent down the stretch.
Minnesota again missing.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this boy. Man.
The floater, the professor. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Timberwolves trail by 9. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, the professor in the last outing against the Hornets was a big factor. He ended up with 58 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Man misses. And it's the Spurs ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. Here's the professor, guarded by Edwards. Here's the professor, and from 16 feet away, he cans it. The professor's got 16 points now.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Changing it up here. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. You look at San Antonio, they are holding down the #1 spot in the conference. Not a bad position to be in. And of course there's Minnesota. Just need to keep fighting.
Well, right now for the Spurs, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
And Minnesota making a change here. Washington's checked in. McDaniels finds Randall. Back to Daniels. To halt the run. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. San Antonio leading by 11. Here's the professor. 16 points for him. fires for three. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Randall outside. Here's Williams. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Spurs out in front, leading by 14. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
Great offensive energy in that period. They're clearly on a mission.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
And for Minnesota, we've got Julius Randle. McDaniels out there with Nickeil Alexander.
I mean, just a shot! With the windmill, too, turning this place upside down.
Everybody looks stunned.
Boy, I tell you what, as well they should be, Kevin. I mean, that was one extravagant finish.
Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense. Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Outside McDaniels. Williams with the screen. McDaniels, that's good. McDaniels got his first 3 points of the game.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make threes. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Such a wide open look. The Professor's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Boy, he strikes again from range. His fourth in this game after draining 3 in the first period.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, we want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams.
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie. And so, Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Walker, he's checked in for Williams, and it's Edwards in for McDaniels. Spins. The Professor, the pass to Cheeks. Throws it up high, and he dunks it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Pass to Washington. Washington, a screen on Wembanyama. The drive by Randall. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Castle's checked in for San Antonio. And Randall drops them both. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's the professor. 28 points for him. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. The professor's got 30.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team. On his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Timberwolves trail by 18. Now Edwards. Washington outside. Back to Edwards. From the stripe. Rebounded by the Spurs.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first half of basketball. And the jumper is good at the free throw line. Edwards has got his second basket of the night.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
The professor with a bucket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. 1:16 left to play in the first half. Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Edwards. From the arc. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
You know, the scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Here's the professor. Sinks it from distance. The professor's got 35 in the game.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
To the middle. And it's Washington missing. Spurs lead by 23. Pass to Castle. Here's the professor. A step back shot. And there's another one for the Spurs.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Here's the professor. Again, it's San Antonio converting.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
And so it's San Antonio up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. Their efficiency had